In Scotland, they're having the World Rock Skipping Championships, and that event has been rocked by scandal, and several competitors have dropped out. It seems they were using illegal stones.
Unfortunately, by a very small number of competitors, they had used some machinery to smooth the outside edge of their stone and make it exactly perfectly round to fit through our measurer, which is called the Ring of Truth.
You know what that sounds to me like? They've gone and ruined the simple pleasure of skipping rocks on a nice day, which is something I've done many times in my life. I feel like I'm pretty good at it, but now we have to deal with the Ring of Truth. Get out of here with the Ring of Truth. Not everything needs to be a competition. Can't we just skip rocks? You know?
Science!
Don't ask me to explain this because I cannot. A vape bro has figured out how to host a website using the microcontroller of an old vape pen. Just thinking back to our first computers, mine, my own PC. I bought it in 1993. The vape pen probably has more power than that thing. And then we go back, way back. My dad, who would do stuff like this all the time, he just got a wild hair that he needed a Commodore computer. With the cassette drive, look it up. It was a real thing. So he bought this device, and of course, he didn't bother to learn how to use it. And he just kind of, here it is. And we couldn't figure it out. So it just sat there. I remember putting a copy of Cheap Trick at Budokan in the cassette drive to see what would happen. And nothing happened. Because, of course, it's a music cassette. Thank God I didn't tape over it. In Russia, an online marketing guy posted an offer, I'll buy your soul for 100,000 rubles, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually $1,100. Anyway, much to his surprise, a young woman took him up on the offer. She had to sign a contract in her blood and everything. She says that she spent the money on a Labubu doll collection and a ticket to see Russian folk singer Nadezhda Kadesheva. Did I pronounce that right? The ticket's literally going for millions of rubles. The buyer is apparently popular in social media in Russia, which is, in its own way, sort of selling one's soul. Frisco, Texas, it's been a bummer year for Hope Fellowship. With 2 locations in Frisco, plus McKinney and Prosper, Texas. Early in 2025, a youth pastor was busted for messing with a minor in his church. He stepped aside and was prosecuted. Sunday, their lead pastor resigned after acknowledging that he was having an affair. San Francisco, it says here, Valentino Luchin is a prominent Bay Area celebrity chef. He's been charged with robbing 3 banks in one day. 2018, he did time for knocking over a bank as well. I apologize in advance. I have 3 gross public urination stories. First, Ozark, Missouri. The local high school closed off all but one of their boys' restrooms recently because of another dopey viral trend. Apparently, boys are filming themselves whizzing on and in everything except the urinal they're supposed to use, and they got tired of cleaning it up. Guys, let's come up with something else. You don't need to be peeing everywhere. Perhaps they were inspired by these 2 gentlemen in Shanghai, China. 2 17-year-olds have been ordered to pay $300,000 to a restaurant chain to make restitution for their little stunt. Namely, they were drunk and filmed themselves peeing in a vat of soup. I'm not done. I'm sorry. In Phoenix, a man was arrested for standing up and peeing all over his fellow moviegoers at a screening of Dragon Slayer. That inspired another moviegoer to beat the living crap out of Pee-Pee Guy. It's all on video. The man who took the beating was arrested for indecent exposure and public urination. It's sort of artful and meta, actually. As we see the fight going on, in the background there's a combat scene in the movie. Lusaka, Zambia. We think we have political drama and intrigue here. Consider that this week in the Central African nation, 2 men were convicted of attempting to use witchcraft against their president. Tampa, a 24-year-old woman facing DUI charges after she was pulled over going the wrong way on Interstate 4. The kicker is what she told officers.
Do you realize that you're going the wrong way on the interstate?
On this interstate?
Yeah, do you see all these lights coming towards us? Look straight ahead.
No,
I do.
Right.
Babe, I do.
You were going the wrong way.
My husband's driving me home. It's just
What do
really
you mean? You were driving home.
No, he's driving us home.
You were just driving.
No. I was driving. I was like I was in the passenger seat.
Hey, is there anyone else in that car?
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else in the car.
No, okay, maybe not that specific clear, but there was like me and my husband were in one car.
She said that her husband was in a car with her. He was not, and it's not even clear if she even has a husband. Ma'am, is that a mouse in your pocket? Or, who are you talking about? We don't know. Finally, Santan Valley, Arizona. A cow got loose from a slaughterhouse the other day, and this woman raised $2,500 to buy it out of its fate.
I saw a video clip of an extraordinary cow, scared out of her wits, running down the street. She had escaped a slaughterhouse. When I first saw the video, I said, I can take her here.
Just the video alone was enough to break my heart. And I knew I got to help her.
I said, I have the funds. Don't you dare slaughter her tomorrow. You bring her here. We made it happen. We saved a life. She's not my cow. She's our cow. She's the community cow.
It's Amy Takaha, owner-operator of Amy's Farm Sanctuary. She has named the cow Mutilda, of course, and Mutilda is going to live with Amy now. All right, thanks for listening. I do appreciate it. Thanks for your support, and we'll chat again tomorrow.